How often you heard this phrase like we are like a family in the workplace? So nomenclatures like he's my buddy, she's like my sister. Somebody recently said he's like my stepfather. I never heard that before, but I said okay, ye bhi chalta hai. When somebody said you're like my father, it felt good when I heard that. But then I was asking myself, if we don't color ourselves at work with relationships tags which are more used in the personal world, you know, calling somebody your brother, somebody your sister, uh, a buddy, we are like a family, and like now we start using fathers and stepfathers, which you may not have heard before. But if all these things we start using, how does the professional relationship really work? Are we not supposed to be great bosses, fantastic peers, and maybe a great team working together? Why should we color that with personal relationship nomenclatures? My sense is if you don't put that color, it never sounds close because we rather say we are a family than a team, right? So I think maybe we are a little more emotional. It helps the cause, and maybe some of us forge better relationships because we give, the personal color to it. But I also sometimes think that when a workplace, which is reasonably transient compared to personal relationships, uh, things don't go the way it should, and we break off for silly reasons because somebody didn't give you a promotion, somebody didn't tell you where they were going, and you gave them a send off, and even there they didn't tell you. You got to know from LinkedIn they went and joined a place and they never told you, you know. And there's so many of these silly things that we keep doing, which allows us to feel bad because somebody was a buddy, right? She was my buddy, or she did this to me. And because we gave all these nomenclatures, which were mostly personal in nature, friend, sister, brother, and of course, we have made this term bra really a kind of a cool word, but maybe we really feel it so. Why can't we just be fantastic colleagues who did great things together and call somebody a boss for whatever advice, coaching, directions they gave, support they gave, a peer who possibly told you things as you should see it even though they competed with you, or a reporting team which possibly worked under your guidance and they meant something to you. Instead of making all these things look like a family and sort of mixing it up, and does it really help? Is it the only way get we all get too close to each other by calling ourselves a family or a brother or a sister or a mother, whichever way we're using? I know we don't use uncle, auntie yet. Maybe that's also happening somewhere. I don't know with the different generational of workforces now coming together. But I wanted to ask you today: only when you called somebody a brother or a buddy or a sister, did you feel close to them? When you called this team a family, is that when you felt better? Or do you think we sort of unnecessarily overlapping things that we shouldn't? Let me know what you think.